Did they get it right? Hello, my fam, the queen of all media, the original influencer, Perez Hilton here, and following the tragic death of One Direction singer Liam Payne in October, many people were charged down in Argentina in connection with his untimely passing. Those included two men, a hotel worker and a former restaurant worker, who were charged with supplying Liam with substances. Two different hotel workers, managerial folks, who were charged with manslaughter, and his friend and quasi-manager Roger Norris, who was also charged with manslaughter. Well, three of those people have just been cleared of any wrongdoing. Charges have been dropped against the two hotel managers at the Casa Sur Palermo in Buenos Aires, and charges have also been dropped against Roger Norris. Ezequiel Pereira and Brian Pais, who were accused of selling him stuff, remain behind bars awaiting trial. If convicted, those two face about 14 years locked up. A hearing was just held at Argentina's National Criminal and Correctional Court, where the charges were dropped against Norris and the two hotel managers, who, if found guilty, were facing between 1 to 5 years behind bars. And of the somewhat controversial decision to acquit, you would say, Roger Norris, the court said the following: "It is possible that if he had stayed in his company at all times, Payne would not have obtained the substances and alcohol in the quantities necessary for the state of intoxication he exhibited at the time of his death," the ruling read. Roger was with Liam on the day that he passed repeatedly, from the morning to the afternoon. And Roger alleges that Liam was in a fine state when he left him. But the government disagreed, and initially there were these manslaughter charges slapped against him. However, the court has just said the following: it cannot be ruled out that even if he had taken those extreme precautions of staying with Liam nonstop, that Payne would have managed to obtain the substances anyways, as is common with addicts, even when they are under the loving care of their family. And this might be a controversial take, but I agree with this decision. Both of them. I agree with dropping the charges against Roger and the hotel managers. Initially, this manslaughter charge for Roger was that he failed to fulfill his duties of care, assistance, and help, abandoning Liam when he suffered from multiple addictions. Roger was his friend, allegedly, but they were not working together in an official capacity, according to Norris. And you cannot control someone that is struggling with addiction. They can't even control themselves. They are addicts. It is a disease. I believe that was the right decision. And with regards to the two hotel managers, yes, they could have handled the situation better. They could have kept him in the lobby while they called for the ambulance instead of taking him back to his room. But while that was a mistake, I don't believe personally it was a criminal act. But this Roger guy, he is bad news. Remember, I told you all that Roger is suing Liam's father for defamation. He better drop that suit. And he had the audacity to release the following statement after charges were just dropped against him. Roger Norris says, "Glad this is finally over. I'm happy I'm now going to be able to travel to the UK and say goodbye to my friend." Giving some more context as to why they reached this decision, of Norris specifically, the judges in Argentina said the following, quote, despite accusing Norris of failing to communicate and raise alarms with the victim's family, they remained silent about the email through which the accused, Roger Norris, had expressed his concerns and warned that he would not be able to look after Payne's health. And as for the two high-up officials at the hotel, per prosecutors, the head of security at Casa Sud Palermo Hotel had been initially accused of failure to prevent Payne from going up to his hotel room before his death. Prosecutors also claim that the chief receptionist who called emergency services just before Liam died asked 3 people to drag Payne, who was unable to stand, to his hotel room instead of keeping him safe. The judges in Argentina's National Criminal and Correctional Court, however, they determined that there was not enough evidence against the Casa Sud Palermo employees to have engaged in, and this is important, thoughtless, reckless, or merely negligent behavior regarding Payne's death. A lawyer for Roger Norris says that Liam's friend was happy with the decision and, quote, we have always maintained that Rogelio Norris was not responsible for Liam Payne's death. He was only his friend and had no duty or legal obligation to ensure his safety. And if you are upset with this decision, it should be noted, prosecutors have the option of appealing against the decision to overturn the charges, but they have not yet indicated whether they will do so. Additionally, a new forensic examination of Liam Payne's final hours reveals that Liam contacted 2 professional female lovers through a website that specialized in that. They showed up at his hotel at 11:30 a.m. This is awful. They found him inhaling something from aluminum foil. According to the report, Liam asked them to help him secure more substances before the 3 of them had intimate relations. After close to 3 hours in the room, Liam then smashed the TV before he ordered them to leave without paying them. And then things escalated from there. Yes, that was included in the 35-page court ruling prepared by the judges in Argentina to explain their decision to drop the charges against Roger Norris. It should be noted that the professional lovers did not get him any substances. They told investigators, he asked us to get substances for him, and we had nowhere to get it or anything because we don't do that. During the time we were there, we had intimate relations. The professional lovers say that even at one point, Liam took off his watch and threw it against the wall and broke it. Norris says, additionally, these last few months have been hard, but now I am cleared of anything to do with Liam's death. I am delighted to be a free man and innocent of all charges. Norris had been forbidden to leave Argentina and had his assets seized. So, do you think these judges got it right or not? Thoughts on all that we've learned? Let me know in the comment section.